Try Just a Little Bit Harder. Hi everyone, continuing this Janis Joplin weekend. Today's song, I believe, is Try Just a Little Bit Harder. Sounds like an interesting sequel to Piece of My Heart. Written by Jerry Ragavoy and Chip Taylor, the song became a signature live performance staple, including Janis's iconic 1969 Woodstock set. Ooh, okay, so maybe there's a live performance to listen to at some point along the way as well.
Just a little bit harder, so I can love him until myself. Well, I'm gonna try, yeah, just a little bit harder, so I won't
I love that
lose
sliding up to the note.
to nobody else.
Try.
Well, I don't care how long it's gonna take me, but if it's a dream I don't want, no, I don't really want it.
Ooh,
If
nice
it's a
breath.
dream I don't want nobody to wait. Yeah, I'm gonna try, yeah, just a little.
Somehow, this song, right from the first few notes that she sang, something makes me link it to her performance of Summertime. I'm not exactly sure why. Maybe it's the way she's handling the melody. Maybe it's her voice here. But somehow, it might also have something to do with the instruments as well, because it just has this, I don't know, kind of hot, humid summertime feel.
It's a dream I don't want nobody to wait.
Nice. Okay, and I like the way as the brass are holding that note, bum, right? You hear the drums emphasizing what the brass are doing through a little drum fill. And it makes it feel like the brass is even expanding and continuing even bigger than they really are.
How long it's gonna take me, but if it's a dream I don't want, no, I don't really want it. If it's a dream I don't want,
Ah, here it comes.
yeah, I'm gonna try, yeah, just a little bit harder, so I can give him every bit of my soul.
This guitar as well. I like the way that this guitar is chirping in with, is it organ?
So I can give him every bit of my
Yep.
soul. Yeah, I wanna try.
And one of the features of this song, at least so far, is this that I picked up on early, the da, try. Now, not every instrument can do that every single time without wearing it out. So we end up hearing the same thing without the slide along the way as well. This guitar, cheet, cheet, cheet. The organ, da, cheet, 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 da. And so you hear these two instruments working together to say this same thing, the try motif, try, only without the slide. Listen for it.
So I can give him every bit of my soul. Yeah, I wanna try, yeah, just a little bit harder, so I can show him love with no control. I'm waiting so long for someone so fine. I ain't gonna lose my chance. No, I don't wanna lose it. Ain't gonna lose.
Great coordination again. Hey, I've waited so long for someone so fine. That's when the brass comes in. Da-da-dum. I've waited so long. Da-da-dum. For someone so fine. Da-da-dum. I ain't gonna lose my chance. And dum. It's, I guess, maybe another reason that I think of Summertime is because this is so thoroughly living, dwelling within a certain musical style, tradition, and musical genre, really. The blues and the rock, so thoroughly there. And yet, it's not just relying on turning out a great little piece in that style and you've got all the elements and it's fun to listen to. No, it's subtly shaped and adjusted to specifically fit these particular lyrics as they continue.
I'm waiting so long for someone so fine. I ain't gonna lose my chance. No, I
This
don't wanna lose
buoyance
it.
kind
Ain't
of,
gonna lose
I've-
my chance.
I've waited for this. I'm not going to lose my chance.
Oh, man. All right, get out.
Bah! Oh, yeah. Almost as if we're winding ourselves up. Almost as if we're talking to ourselves, winding ourselves up to try a little bit harder. Listen to the instruments there, getting us excited, getting us motivated, saying, all right, let's give it some more effort. And don't they give it some more effort? Here it comes. Yes, right there. And it's this chromatic ascent. Da 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 ba bum, da 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 dum. Right, we've been dwelling between just two of these notes. Try. We get this little miniature ascending motif. Try, dum bum bum. But now, when she says, "All right, hit it," yeah. What do we hear? Da 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 ba bum, climbing the hill a bit further. Da 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 bum, reaching higher. We are giving it all that we've got, and we are going beyond the call of duty by far. Blasting it. Da 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 bum. And it's the bass is even climbing there. Dude, climbing higher. Really reaching a peak there.
Just a little bit harder.
You know, it's amazing listening to her voice. And right here is such a good place to hear this. She is able to get in her voice almost two harmonizing pitches in her raspiness, right? There's the top and there's the bottom of it. And it almost sounds like two voices harmonizing together if you were simply to smooth the lines, top and bottom. And it really stands out here when she's giving this great line that is this broad brush stroke of sound. It's not a narrow pointed. Sometimes you hear me saying that a voice has a clear focused point, that it has a core to it. Her voice is this broad brush sweeping across the canvas. So broad that it almost becomes two separate, narrower strokes. And it's so noticeable here when you have the harmonizing voices showing up in such close proximity. Listen. You hear the harmonizing voice underneath it? Voices, plural. There are two parts being sung. Dum, dum. Two parts there. And with her voice sweeping across over it and them coming underneath it, it really feels like, I don't know, she's got just as many voices herself as they have all together.
Just a little bit
Now you can hear.
I got to try some more. I said try.
Isn't that great? I hadn't really thought of her voice that way. But it truly is almost as if she's harmonizing with herself. That is really amazing. And the more I think about it, it never hit me like it did just now. Her voice is basically singing two pitches. And she is so controlled in that it truly feels like it is two harmonizing voices. And they're truly harmonizing. In other words, her voice is harmonizing with itself. And it is this broad brush stroke, but there is harmony within it. That is fascinating. I have to say that I really think that I love this piece of music, musically. I love the passion. I love the color and the intensity of it. I love the power behind it. I love the feeling. Again, just like yesterday, I feel like it is so real and so living, so alive. But I think if we understand this not as a message that is being sung to encourage us to think this way or to take this approach, take it more as a work of art, an expression of something. And you can look at it as you can look at a painting. And you don't have to agree with what is being portrayed in the painting, but you can look at it and you can appreciate it. You can grow from it. You can use it as a launching point to develop your own thoughts. But at the same time, you can simply appreciate it for the incredibly powerful, passionate, and beautiful artistic expression that it is. And that's what I feel about it. As much as I strongly disagree with the lyrics, I think it's a fabulous piece of music. This has been a fun, rewarding, intense weekend of Janis Joplin. This is my first time hearing Try just a little bit harder today, and it's been great. I'm looking forward to the next time I return to her music. I'll see you soon.